Some thoughts on life, nature, philosophy, yoga, religion, atheism, Buddhism, non duality, art, music, and wellness. Mostly positive looks at things that will hopefully give you a moment to pause and a moment to take a breath. The 90-day meditation challenge. It sounds very ominous and gimmicky to me, but 90 days is actually the recommended amount of time for this to start this particular meditation practice I'm going to tell you about. So that's one of the main reasons I picked it. If you're going to do it once a day, 90 days is the number. I was kind of originally thinking about doing a 365-day meditation challenge. And I like that idea, but here's my honest thought about this. If you do this every day for 90 days, I think that you're going to see enough results from it in how you feel. And also at that point, you will have developed a daily habit. So it will be easy for you to go another 90 days, etc., on and on. So 90 is not a magic number, I don't think, but I think it's a really good number for this particular meditation. And again, developing a habit is a big factor in this. So this meditation that I'm going to tell you about today is inspired by the Isha Kriya meditation. And if you want to find out more about that, it is super easy you Google it, look on YouTube, you'll see it. And the reason I'm talking about this one as opposed to various other meditations that I've done, meditation methods that I've done through the years, is because I noticed when I started this one a few years ago that it was one that was really easy to do every day. It was short enough that, time wasn't an issue. I enjoyed it. It just felt easy and effortless to me in a way that some of the other methods that I tried, even apps and things like that, did not. So first, it takes about 12 minutes or so to do it. So that's great. I typically sit when I do it, but also I've done this lying down on my back as well. I've sometimes started to sit and then had some sort of pain or something and decided to just lie down and continue it there. So with meditation, I'm going to say, and there's a lot of, just like anything else, there's a lot of different styles of meditation and a lot of different teachers and methods. And so I'm sure a lot of people may disagree with this, but I'm going to say you don't have to sit. I would say most meditation teachers would say that the second best thing from sitting cross-legged on the floor would be to sit in a chair. That's sort of the next best way up. But for me, next thing for me is laying down on my back. So anyway, if you can sit cross-leg or something like that, and if you're new to meditation, try a cushion or some sort of meditation cushion or something that's really comfortable to sit on, a big pillow or something like that. It's really helpful. Raises up your hips above your ankles and knees, and it puts you in a slightly better position. So for the first 7 minutes of this meditation, you breathe in and out slowly and deeply. And as you inhale slowly, you mentally repeat to yourself, I am not the body. And as you exhale slowly, you mentally repeat to yourself, I am not even the mind. I am not the body. I am not even the mind. This is as you're with the breath. So I am not the body on the in breath. I am not even the mind on the ex breath. And I think kind of the fundamental idea with this sort of mantra is that, there's something inside of you, if you want to call it a energy or soul or something like that, it's not really your body and it's not really your brain. It's a separate thing. And that's, I think, the philosophy with this. But another great thing about this is it gives you this sort of mantra to think about and to repeat. And as you're saying it and repeating it, you're really not thinking much. You're sort of focused on those words in and out. So when I first started doing this, I still do it. I'll set a timer, not that beeps when I'm done, but that just shows me, that how many minutes have passed. And eventually, after doing it for a little bit, you sort of know when about 7 minutes is up. You sort of get a feel for it. But I'll have a timer rolling, sitting in front of me on my phone, and then if I think it's been 7 minutes, I'll open up my eyes and look at it. So after the 7 minutes have passed, you do something very similar to an ohm. The way that I saw this demonstrated was it's more of an So it's like like that. And it can be soft or it can be loud if you really want it to. It doesn't have to be loud. The way this was described to me was as you're doing this sound, like in other words, like you're taking a deep breath and you're like that, as long as you can. You're focusing on the vibrations in your abdomen, kind of the vibrations in your chest and gut and around that area. You can that sound, you can kind of feel it vibrating your chest and your abdomen, and you're focused on the vibrations in your abdomen. And another thing I've found about this particular part of the meditation is that even if for some reason I've been distracted while I'm doing the first part, which happens sometimes, if it does, just notice it and move on. That part, the part, if I'm thinking about the vibrations, it's another point of contact to be really focused on something other than random thoughts. It's recommended you do that 7 times, so 7 of those long exhaled uhs. And then the third thing you do for 5 minutes is you sit in silence with your eyes closed and you have a slight focus on the small space between your eyebrows. Many traditions refer to this area in the middle of your forehead as the third eye. And the third eye is considered a point of intuition. It's in these traditions, it's considered an area of your brain or psyche that allows you to see the things around you that aren't easily seen. And that's it. That's the whole thing. It takes about 12 minutes. And over time, what I noticed was I added more time to it, and I started to, having had some other meditation practices and previous to this in years gone by, I started to add some other things to it, some affirmations and some healing type things, and just various things. But I would say try this fairly straightforward for 90 days. And if you, again, are new to meditation, let me bring up a couple of things here. One is if you're trying to develop a new habit, a great trick is to tie it to something that you already do every single day. So what's something you do every day? You probably brush your teeth every day. I do this right before I go to bed. So I'm ready for bed. I sit down on my mat and I do this meditation, and then I go to bed. So that's an easy one for me. It might be for you after you've had your morning tea. It might be on your lunch break. There could be any number of things. But tying it to something that you do every single day, I'd say even on the weekends, because the goal is to do this every day, is an invaluable little trick to developing a habit. You would hopefully be looking for a place and a time when you won't be disturbed. That's another reason I like right before I go to bed. It could be in the morning for you. And keep it simple. If you get distracted or you miss one or something like that, don't sweat it. Just pick it up the next day. Sometimes some folks like to even set a reminder, at a certain time of day on their phone to remind them to do this every day until they develop a new habit. And that definitely works for some folks. So try this meditation for 90 days, every day for 90 days. And I would love to hear from you once you've done this. If you want to reach out to me and tell me your experience about this, I'd love to hear about it. You can email me at somethoughts@icloud.com. Would love to hear about it. I'm going to post this probably on YouTube as well as all the other platforms. So if you want to comment on YouTube instead of emailing me, you feel free to do that as well. And just know that I am sharing this meditation practice with you simply because it has been one that has really helped me and one that I've been able to stick with every day for a few years now. I hope it's the same for you.